Need a little bit of housework done. Got a leak in your roof, maybe. Need a team that can help get things repaired for you if you don't got the time. Stay tuned and let's see who can help you out. Hello everybody, Matt from Brooks Bricks here. Gonna take a look at a couple of vehicle builds that I did recently. But this is actually more in line with an actual kind of business that I thought of as I built the first one, and then the second one just kind of followed from that. And no real inspiration per se for this, except when I looked at the sticker sheet, and then the second building came from that. But anyway, so I thought it'd be kind of fun to do some kind of truck builds instead of just car builds, and I wanted to try to experiment a little bit with some different techniques. So let me go ahead and show you the first of the two builds here. Alright, coming in here, this is a truck build, a small pickup truck style build, and it was built basically on the premise of these old kind of half frame, half chassis pieces. I actually have one facing front and one facing back. And I kind of wanted to do something where the cab was a 4 wide, but I wanted to make something a little bit offsetting that 4 wide. So I actually did a 5 wide approach here in the back for the bed section. And actually I'm thrilled with how this came out. I really like the look. It was kind of a fun little challenge to try to figure out how to make this look aesthetically pleasing with the 5 to 4 kind of structure here, but I do like how it came out. So in the front we have a very basic cab. We got a worker in here, and kind of old school, I've got the older snot bricks, kind of the headlight bricks here, using those for this front. But I decided to go a little bit more modern, instead of just using flat light pieces, using kind of the angled cheese wedge style pieces here. The grill, got a little bumper on here as well, just to give it a little bit more kind of a curve and definition. And instead of using those old school 80s roof pieces, I wanted to use this nice yellowed curve roof piece. I think it actually works perfectly. Plus I wanted to use a smaller windscreen as opposed to the too high brick one here. Got the doors in here, that looks really good. And then to get to the back section, I tried to unify it by using some jumper pieces here to go from the 4 to the 5 wide on the top with these slope pieces, and I think it came out really well. I like how it just kind of slopes into the bed, and it looks good. Back window for visibility here, and then for the actual bed, you can see probably here, I've got a bunch of jumper pieces on both sides of the chassis at the bottom. And what that does is lets me put a couple of 2 wide plate pieces on both sides to create that 5 wide build. Then I could just kind of go from there. We've got a little tailgate here that can actually lift up and down. Pretty straightforward. So I feel like this is a nice kind of mesh of some prime 80s to 90s building techniques with these little chassis, the 4 wide, and then something a little bit more modern with some of these other pieces like this roof wedge piece here, the slopes, the 5 wide style. So I'm very, very happy with that. When I was trying to figure out what this would actually be, since I was using yellow, I was going through my stickers that I've had from multiple Bricklink orders over the past couple of years, and found this at Duck and Cover, and I thought that was actually really cute, and decided that this could be maybe like a roofing company. So Duck and Cover Roofing Company, so this could kind of be like the pickup truck that has supplies and stuff here. So you got a shovel, a saw, a wrench in there. So this is kind of a transport truck. So good stuff there. But that's not all. We actually have a second vehicle. So once I decided on this being kind of a roofing company, this led into the creation of this next build here, which is a little bit of a lift truck, like a mini cherry picker sort of thing. So this one's built on a more modern day frame. And the front is nothing really special. It's got kind of the standard pieces here, the fenders, the front end piece to create your attachments for lights and all that stuff, a bumper. So that's nothing special, but my focus and what actually took the longest with this build here was trying to figure out how to do this little setup for this bucket for the cherry picker lift here. And I eventually settled on using some Technic parts here, some pins and stuff like that, to create the structure that could, that could rotate easily, that can lift up, and then I can set this pin down in here like this, and it actually will hold it up. So if I rotate this around this way, you can see a little bit better. And of course, then with the multiple hinge pieces on here, you can actually bump it up a little bit more and turn this out like this. All kinds of different ways you can manipulate it. And then when you're done, it turns back over, kind of settles in here over the frame of the truck, like that. So it took a little bit longer than I expected because I experimented a lot with this area right here and how to make that look and do what I wanted it to do. And yeah, I don't play with these per se, but I did still want to try to do it so it looked kind of realistic and could be played with theoretically and put in positions. And overall, I'm actually pretty happy with how this came out with my limited Technic abilities and pieces that I have on hand. So I think it came out pretty darn good. The back is just kind of rounded off here, nothing really special again. The frame is one of those more modern 4-wide frames, and a set of tires here, just to kind of make it look like a nice modified truck. And yeah, pretty happy. So that is the cherry picker lift truck for the Duck and Cover Roofing Company, and there's the transport truck. So kind of started from just building something, and it turned into this. Very, very cool. Not sure where they're going to go and what I may have them do in the city, but I think even just for aesthetic purposes, I think it's kind of cool to have specialized things like this, vehicles and whatnot, that have purposes. So, very fun. Anyway, I want to thank my subscribers in particular for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't, please hit that subscribe, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff. Leave a comment or a thought below. Share the video. Everything really, really helps the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching Bricks, and until next time, say see you later. Bye-bye.